Hi guys, my name is Kayla and I am one of your mob historians this year. Bethany did the last video and she's the other historian for mob this year. Make sure you go check hers out, it was really good. So today I will be reading Matthew chapter 2 verses 13 through 23. And the way I like to do these devotionals, I don't like to read through the whole thing. I kind of will go over the gist of what's happening. And then I just like to pick out two parts that I know impacted me and I have a lot to say about. So yeah, let's just get into this. Okay. So basically what happened was that an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream and told him to take the child and his mother and flee to Egypt and stay there until Herod, I think it's Herod, I don't remember how to say it. Excuse me if my pronunciation of some of these words and names aren't correct. I don't know what they are. To flee to Egypt and stay there until Herod was gone, until he was dead, because Herod wanted to destroy the child, wanted to look for the child and destroy him. So Joseph listened and he did so. And then Herod, when he saw that he had been tricked by the wise men, became furious, and he sent and killed all the male children in Bethlehem and in all that region who were 2 years old or under, according to the time that he had learned from the wise men. So that's the section that I want to talk about real quick. So I feel like a lot of time people will make decisions that are more in the moment and more of how they feel in that time. Like if you're mad, someone says something to you that hurts you and makes you upset, makes you mad, people will say something or do something that later they'll look back and go, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have made that decision in that time. I should have waited till I was calm so I could make a conscious decision. So in this, Herod, he killed all those babies because he was mad. I feel like that was a very unconscious decision. He was just doing it in the moment because he was upset. So don't let your anger take over conscious decisions. If something happens to you or someone says something to you that hurts, your feelings, that you know is wrong and you don't like it, it doesn't make you a better person. It doesn't make anyone a better person to be rude back to them or say what they said back to them. It doesn't make you a better person than them. It makes you just as bad as them. So always take a day or two, however long, until you feel calm enough and ready to make a conscious decision, a good decision about whatever happened. Also, I'd like to add, if you want to read this, it is Matthew chapter 2 verses 13 to 23. Sorry. Yeah, that's how I feel about that. And also, just because something doesn't work out for you, because something goes wrong, doesn't go according to plan, doesn't make it a bad thing. It could be a good thing in disguise, a blessing in disguise. That's what it's called. So God has a plan, and just know that he's gonna do what's good for you. And even if it's something that you're saying to yourself, I don't like this, I don't want it, maybe it's something you need, and you never know. So always look at situations in a good way rather than a bad way, because a lot of situations seem bad, but they're actually really good for you. So the next part, Joseph had another dream where an angel appeared and told him, "Rise, take the child and his mother and go to the land of Israel, for those who sought the child's life are dead." So Joseph rose and took the child and his mother and went to the land of Israel. Now this next part is the one that I want to get into. But when he heard that Archelaus was reigning over Judea in place of his father Herod, He was afraid to go there, and being warned in a dream, he withdrew to the district of Galilee, and he went and lived in a city called Nazareth, so that what was spoken by the prophets might be fulfilled, that he would be called a Nazarene. So, this part, what I wrote was take advantage of the disadvantage. So, like the last part, just because something happens that you don't agree with doesn't make it a bad thing. It really doesn't. It makes it maybe makes things harder, but maybe that's what you needed. You know, like I said, God has a plan for you. So take advantage of any disadvantages you have. Let's say you wanted to go to your friend's house today, but you couldn't because you had a bunch of homework. Well, you might feel upset. You know, I can't go to my friend's house because my mom or dad or whatever said I have to do all my homework, and I'm upset. Don't think of it as, oh, they hate me, they don't want me to have fun with my friends. They're doing it because they love you, and they want you to get your homework done because they want you to do well, you know? And you might see it as a disadvantage. I can't hang out with my friend. But you get to study, which I know doesn't sound like the most fun thing in the world to, but like, I don't know, it doesn't sound fun to me. I don't like studying, but I know it's good for me because it'll help me do well. So, anything in life, overall, what I want to say, anything in life, never think of it as a bad thing. Maybe some things are just bad things that happen, but always see the good in it, you know? Never just see, oh, this is bad, period, the end. You know, there's always more to the story than you think. And so see the light and the darkness, especially these days. There's so much going on in this world. We all just need some light and all this darkness. So, you know, take this COVID, you know, quarantine as an advantage. It's more than just I'm stuck at home and I have to wear a mask and, you know, I'm afraid of getting corona. Like, do something at home that would be an advantage to the disadvantage. You know, take advantage of this time. I feel like I'm saying advantage a lot. But yeah, always take those things into consideration. So if you have anything else to add to this devotional, please let me know. Put it in the comments in this post. Whatever you have to say. If maybe you don't agree with me, and that's perfectly fine. I would love to hear all your comments. And if you agreed with some of my points, then let me know, you know, if you want to. And I have a question or two, you know, like if you would like to answer those. My first question would be, how did this devotional impact you? Did it make you think, you know, I thought quarantine was so horrible and I hated it, but actually, you know, now I think about it, I can start my guitar lessons. Like, you know, you always want to learn guitar. Well, there's lessons on Zoom with this music school. Hey, I couldn't do that before, I can do it now because I have time, you know? So how has this devotional impacted you, and what disadvantages are you going to take advantage of? Those are my two questions. How has the devotional impacted you, and what disadvantages, things that you saw as a disadvantage, are you going to take advantage of? Answer those if you would like. If not, that's totally fine. Thank you for listening. I hope you all have an amazing day. And just a reminder, we accept everyone and anyone. We love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.